Hello, this is Vladimir. Today I'm doing a study and stream on Khan Academy. So today I'm going to practice analytical reasoning, ordering setups. Let's move on without an introduction. So there are 8 minutes, have 8 minutes, and I'm sure that I won't be able to get it as quickly as that. So I don't want to be I don't want to worry about time, so it's not important here. What's important, I want to solve all questions correctly, and in this case, I'd better to read slowly the passage and think about it, and solve this task. Anyway, let's start. The questions. Okay, a concert is given by a 6-member band. Guitarist, keyboard player, percussionist, saxophonist, and trumpeter and violinist. Okay, G key, P, pair, S, T, V. Okay, during the concert, each member performs exactly one solo. The following restrictions apply. The guitarist does not perform the 4th solo. The percussionist performs a solo at some time before the keyboard player does. The keyboard player performs a solo at some time after the violinist does, and at some time before the guitarist does. The saxophonist performs a solo at some time after either the percussionist does or the trumpeter does. Okay, so it's order and setup. Let's make plans. There's a concert. During the concert, each member performs exactly one solo. So how many members are here? 6 members, right? So we have G, key, PL, PL, P, S, T, and V. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Six-member band. G, key, P. Oh, okay, keyboard player. Okay, key. It's not PL. It's yeah. Okay, it's key. K, G key, P, S, T, V. During the concert, each member performs exactly one solo. The following restrictions apply. So G does not perform the 4th solo. So okay, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 steps. So G is not the 4th. All right, let's cross it. P performs a solo at some time before the key. So P, key. Key performs solo at some time after the V. So key after the V and before G. Before after the V and before G. The S performs a solo at some point, at some time after either P or T does. S after P, S after P or T. Okay, so now let's try to figure out. So G, G is the fourth, not the fourth. If it's not the fourth, and key is before G, yeah, key is before G. Okay. P before key, right? Yeah. And S, what does it tell us? Is there any rules which I can derive from that? Okay, now I don't, well, there must be some rules, but uh, I'd like to start doing the questions and then see if I may, you know, if I may make some progress. Which one of the following is an acceptable ordering of solos from first to last? So G fourth. No, it's like it doesn't work since G is not the fourth, right? So G is not the fourth, doesn't work. G is the last. Okay, G is the last, works. P, V, key, T, S, G. No, S must be before P or T, doesn't work. V, T, S, P, key, G. Okay, V before K, P before K, S before T, S before P, and G is, yeah, this is one which works. Okay, let's go further. If the percussionist performs a solo at some time before the saxophonist does, then which one of the following must be true? Okay, percussionist perform a solo before the saxophonist. So P before S. So P also before key and G. Okay. The percussionist performs the first solo. Must be true. Okay, if it performs, yeah, must be, there's only one order, right? So it must be only in one place. It can be in any other places. So it could be true, but must be true. Okay, how many scenarios do we have? Okay, the first scenario, let's say we place P before S. So let's say P the first, then S, G is not the fourth, and it can be sixth, or it can be third, since there's must be V and P, V and S, and T before G. And so how we solve this? Okay, so V must be before K, and now we have S must be before S must be before T. So if we place S second, T third, then we place V4, K5, and G the last. So it's like it works. P works the first. But what if we place P at the second position? Like let's suppose P is going to be here. So we must place S the third. Then we may place T. Then K and G. K and G. And V may be the first. And it works perfectly. So P may be first, but it may be second too. So the same order, K and G, and V goes here. So it's not like it's not the first. All right. The percussionist performs the second solo. Well, it's also possible, but it's not necessary. The violinist performs the solo at some time before the saxophonist does. Again, also maybe the case, maybe not necessary. The percussionist performs solo at some time before the triumphant does. P before T. Yeah, this seems to be necessary, of course. Yeah. Saxophonist performs a solo at some time before the keyboard players. Can we put key instead of V here? So key only before G, but before key there must be P. I don't know what the triumpher does. Okay, I think this is correct. Yeah. Each of the following must be false except they must be false. So what is not false? The keyboard player performs the first solo. So it's false, definitely, right? Because there must be something, there must be a P or V before key. The G performs the second solo. It's also false since there's more than two must be before G. The G performs a solo at some time before the S. What may be true, but if it performs before the S, there must be P or T. Okay, let's consider it as a possible way. The G performs a solo at some time before the P. G at some time before P. Again, very implausible. The key player performs a solo at some time before S. Key before S. Yeah, I had to prepare better. Like I had to write a better diagram since all I have is G. G is not the fourth. Okay. Oh, let me do that right now. Yeah, I don't care about time. Let's just think clearly. Now I see better how to draw a diagram. So, key, once again, VP and S can be the last, right? So V before key, V, P, and S, VP and S can be the last. Key can't be what? The first, right? So before key there are lots of. Key can be the first, and G also can be the first. Okay. So P may be the first, but not necessary. Q or P may be the first, but can't be the first. Okay, it's can see clearly. V so I have two scenarios. Like it's not scenarios, just actual possible ordering. So PSTV key G, VPST key G. And so what do we have? The guitarist performs a solo sometime before S does. Okay, let's place G. Can it be the second? G. G the second. No, G can be the second too, since before G there must be key and V. So it only can be the third. The third. So or fifth or sixth. So if it's the third, let's say G is the third. And S, let's say S is the fourth. S is the fourth. And then, so what do we have? Before G we have K necessary. And no, we can't have V and P must be before K too. So G can be only the fifth. So G the fifth, S must be the sixth, and it doesn't work. Okay, now I see. So it doesn't work. G performs a solo at some time before P, and it also doesn't work. Okay, so the only plausible solution is this one. Oh, now, yeah, I improved a little bit my diagram, and now I can see much better. That's great. I didn't want to do it at the beginning since I was confused and I didn't understand exactly how to do that. But now, yeah, now I see it much better. Which one of the following cannot perform the third solo? So the third solo, G cannot perform the third solo. Yeah, since I already have it in the diagram. If the violinist performs the fourth solo, then each of the following must be true except. Okay, let's suppose V performs the fourth solo. So V. Then key G is the following sequence. Key G must be necessary. P performs solo at some time before, and again, each of the following must be true except. Oh, okay. P performs at some time before V. P, yeah, it's true. It's necessary. It's necessary. The triumph T performs at some time before V. T before V. Yeah, it's also necessary. T before G, also necessary. S before V. Yeah, it also works. T before S. Stop. Why it works? Now let's consider it. Yeah, I thought it will it will be much easier, but okay. So V, like what kind of scenarios do we have? If we fourth, K and G must be after. So we can't do, we can, yeah, but yeah, there's the three, what's the sequence of the first three solos? So P and T before S, after S. So S must be, S can be the second. So the second must be P or T. If P is second, wait, S can be second, right? But we already know that. Once again, T performs a solo. No, it must be true. Must be true. Okay, must be true. Once again, what do we have? We have S as the first position. So it's necessary, it must be the first. And P and T, it's optional, the second or the fourth. So S must be the first. T performs a solo sometime before G. Yeah, it's, oh, can we place G the fifth? No, we can place G the fifth. G the fifth and T after G. T after G, and if we have G the fifth position, and T after G at the last position, S first, key maybe, no, key must be before we can get rid of key. So key must be here, necessary, and G, no, we can't, it's necessary, so key G, it's necessary. Okay, then, yeah, let's cross it out. S performs at some time before V. It's also necessary. That's before V. Okay. T performs at some time before S. No, it's impossible. Okay, I see. I see finally. All right. So 5 out of 5 time 23 minutes. Yeah, I guess if I improved my diagrams, so if I could understand from the beginning how to draw diagrams, I'll save perhaps 5 or even more minutes. And the last question, yeah, it puzzled me, and I lost perhaps extra 5 minutes or 3 minutes solving that. But anyway, yeah, it's already better. 23 minutes. The last setup at analytic reasoning, it took me 30 minutes or so, and now it's 23. Perhaps next time I'll be able to do it in 20 minutes, and gradually improving minute after minute. Finally, I'll be able to do it in 8 minutes as it is necessary. That's all for today. See you next time. Bye bye.